Welcome back. More Valorant coverage going down on our website right now, checkpointxp.com. We're covering the North American Last Chance qualifiers. On the line right now, we've got Mitch from Cloud9 Blue. Mitch, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us today, man.
No problem.
Hey, so I really want to start first off asking a question about how serious can you take any team on Breeze right now? Because it seems like day to day, a team could do absolutely horrible and then come back the next day and give some really tough runs. Are you guys feeling comfortable playing on Breeze right now?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that's one of the maps we've been scrimming the most since I guess like the 2 months we had off. In between like NSG summer championship, we basically scrimmed for like 2 months, and that was one of the maps that we really wanted to be stable on, I guess.
I mean, it's like a dark horse pick. You know, it's like when Icebox first came in. 100 Thieves found a lot of success because they were one of the only teams that was willing to not just ban it straight out of the pool. And another thing that's really seemed to stand out amongst this tournament is the teams that have consistently done well for so long are the teams that don't have just a ton of turnover. You've been with this Cloud9 squad essentially like since time immemorial, forever at this point. In the addition of Vanity coming onto the team and being an IGL, do you feel that that's been a pretty smooth addition to the team, and how's it affected you guys?
I think he's been a great addition to the team. Before it was me calling, and sometimes like I wasn't like too sure what to do, but like most of these games, Vanity always has a firm voice and like a firm stance on what we should do, and we basically just all follow it. So I think that was a huge pickup in the off season here, and we were able to practice for 2 months with him too. So we're just growing every day. We're adding new stuff, fixing small mistakes, I guess, and just meshing pretty well.
And one of the other things, too, that I think stands out amongst your guys' gameplay of how you're playing this is just being able to have these really clean retakes. It feels like a lot of your retakes have been not necessarily improved, but they're so hard to stop on some of these different rounds. Do you feel like there was a reason that you brought KO out? Is it to help you be able to retake those, do the site retakes? Or why did we see KO make the, come onto the pro scene?
For the retakes, we didn't really plan on having KO for like set retakes, but I think a lot of the retakes were because of like small comms, like people making comms, and we've been working a lot on that over the past 2 months, making little small micro comms like to help us win the retakes, I guess. But as for KO, we tried it out, and we saw that we had like a lot of great success with it in scrims, so a lot of teams couldn't stop him or didn't know how to play against him because nobody's really been playing KO besides Steel on 100 Thieves was basically like the only person that we saw in scrims. So I think people just aren't ready to see him.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to be able to because it's weird. You see a lot of teams bringing out these funky comps at this point. You know what I mean? Like you'll see a breach come out of nowhere, and you're like, what are you doing here? One of the other things that I'm hoping to be able to get out of you here is we had a new agent introduced, or at least unveiled today. And looking towards the way that Riot has really progressed, kind of like adding these new agents and being able to put in new maps into the rotation, does it make staying like competitive in games and series like this harder when you feel like you have to expand the map pool and you have to expand the agents and all that kind of stuff? Does it feel like it's starting to get a little claustrophobic, or do you feel like you guys as a team have a pretty good handle?
I think we have a pretty good handle on it. I actually really like the schedule. I was talking about it a couple minutes ago. The schedule with VCT is really good for like how they're like handling the game, I guess. Like they're always adding in agents, always adding in maps, and there's always a couple months break in between VCTs. So I think they're doing a pretty good job at handling the whole scheduling part, so it's like easier on the players.
Cool.
Basically.
And yeah, like, because I mean, some of these best of threes have got to be tough. You know what I mean? Especially like people that lose the upper bracket and then they come right down and have to play again in the lower bracket. Those have got to be really tough. Talking about this tournament, you guys still, even though you had a really strong win here, you still have matches to go because there's one team left that's going from North America. How confident are you guys feeling right now? Do you feel, behind the scenes like you're really hitting your peak?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're all playing really well and we're all meshing really well. We're just gonna take it one match at a time and prepare for everyone. We're gonna be well prepared with our coaching staff.
Is there a team still here that scares you in this tournament, or are you guys just is it Cloud9 Blue's tournament to lose?
we're not afraid of anybody, but yeah, it's basically us playing against ourselves. That's how we you know, I guess we're known for choking or like, you know, throwing big rounds, big leads when we're in the favorable spots. So we could beat anyone here. We've done it in scrims, so we just need to execute in the match.
Hey, man, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us, Mitch. You know, you guys have looked really, really good this tournament. Super scary.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you in the finals here.
Thank you.